What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to talk about blockchain. So that short little clip you just watched of me playing chess is actually really cool because I did it all on blockchain, made possible by Dapp Network Services. Dapp Network Services is a middleware that exists in between blockchains. And what's really cool about Dapp Network Services is it allows decentralized applications, which on EOS are going to be high throughput, meaning they can process a lot of transactions per second, and feeless, meaning you don't have to pay a fee to interact with the blockchain. Everything is free for the end user. So Dapp Network Services allow decentralized applications to be built on EOS with a high throughput and feeless transaction, and pretty much provides a suite of services that every single decentralized application will need in order to function properly. They have services like liquid oracles, the ability to take data from the outside world and push it through smart contracts and in a way that has integrity. They have virtual RAM, VRAM, a way to have potentially unlimited amounts of storage in a trustless manner. They have services like liquid accounts, a way to create accounts absolutely free to the end user, liquid scheduler, and their newest service, vCPU, virtual CPU, which is going to allow developers to develop decentralized applications that will have access to potentially unlimited amounts of processing power. This is very powerful, and just the fact that you can play this game now, I definitely recommend anybody who's watching this video to check this game out. I'll put the link in the description box below. You can check this game out for yourself. It runs great, just like you're using a server client centralized application. It moves quickly, and the best thing about it is it's all done on a blockchain. It really demonstrates the power of EOS and the Dapp network. The ability to hide the blockchain from the end user completely. To me, the Dapp network is shaping up to be one of the most powerful networks inside the crypto space, as it is becoming a middleware that can exist between all blockchains. I envision a world where Dapp network services will be used by every single blockchain, by developers. Zeus SDK, which is their software development kit, will be admired by all developers. Everybody will want to use it. Everybody will want to provide services for their dApps because they'll need them, and they'll be able to develop for their dApps without having to worry about things like oracles. They can really focus in on their dApps and not have to worry about too much else. dApps will finally be able to get to the point where everybody can use them. They're fun to use, they're easy to interact with, and the blockchain aspect, while adding all the benefits of blockchain, being more secure, more transparent, will be there, but the blockchain will be hidden from the end user. Developers will be able to decide on the amount of decentralization that they want to have for their application. Benny talks about it a lot. He says, maybe a Super Mario game, might not need as much decentralization as a decentralized finance application. So if you were running some sort of decentralized finance application like a bank, you might not need as many service providers running it, because the more service providers you have, the more redundancy you have, the more likely, the more secure you are that there is no sort of lying going on, no sort of falsehood in the chain. For example, liquid oracles. The way I understand liquid oracles is that if there's any sort of falseness any lie that exists, meaning if there is, let's just say for example, 10 oracles, 10 DSPs that you are using as oracles, and they all come back with the same result, same data, well, then that data will be pushed through the smart contract because they're all in agreement, all 10 oracles. But if there is one data or one DSP, one DSP that does not agree with the information that came back, well, then in that case, that won't go. There won't be anything pushed through, and in that case, there is some sort of a liar here, and that needs to be flushed out. From my understanding, that is why it is good to become your own DSP, to make sure that there is always one at least truth teller in the group. Because you know, if it's your own decentralized application, you're not going to lie to yourself. And that's just one example, but using Dapp network services is a very innovative and interesting way to go. I think in the future, it's going to be something that every single application is going to use, or if not every single one, at least the majority of them. And it's a very necessary technology, and I'm glad to see that it's being developed at the pace it's being developed, and it makes me all the more bullish about blockchain as a whole, because while the main chain is constantly being scaled, I mean, EOS is just moving at a lightning pace. The main chain is being scaled. Dan Larimer is coming out with new improvements, new upgrades for the main chain as far as improved RAM capabilities, improved memory on the chain, virtual machines, the EOS virtual machine, which is going to be a virtual machine that is custom to EOS, that is pretty much programmed for EOS, so smart contracts are natively going to be maximized to their best potential in order to make the chain run smoothly and smoother, and just make everything go a lot faster. And as the base layer scales, and then we also have these Dapp network services and the DSPs, another thing that is really good too is right now the price is low. You know, the because of the market the way it is, you know, the market is irrational. The price of EOS is a little lower than it should be. Obviously Dapp's liquid apps is new, so you know it's not as well known, but everybody knows about EOS, and the price is a little low right now. So because the block producers are paid in inflation, they're paid in EOS, their payouts are a little bit low, so it makes it harder for them to make their costs, their operating costs. So using services like becoming their own Dapp service providers, getting people to stake tokens to them, and then collecting that inflation as well, could be separate sources of income for them, and could pretty much allow them to make their budget and make operating costs. So I'm super happy that Dapp network services exist in the space. I think in a lot of ways they are really connecting the picture. I mean, the picture has been forming all around, but they're really bringing it all together. So I'm super excited to see it. I'm super excited to be a part of it. If you want to learn more, I'm going to provide a link in the description box below, and you can go to their Liquid Learn program, and you can actually start earning free Dapp tokens just by learning about the Liquid Apps program. And believe me guys, it's exciting, and once you start learning about it, you definitely won't regret it.